Hey everybody, I want to give a long overdue update on my latest Star Trek prop build. Back in 2021, I had a few Facebook posts showing that I finished this Boomerang style phaser in time for Star Trek Las Vegas. I also brought it to Mission Chicago. This project has been much longer and more complicated. It's a model TR590 Mark X Science Tricorder. And that places it squarely in the later TNG era DS9 Voyager timeframe. It's built on a Stapleton Productions 3D printed shell and Mros board. I started in August last year, and I worked on it until November. I made a lot of headway, and then I stopped, and I resumed working on it just last month. You can see the jump in my journal. The reason why was I needed a few more parts and a few things to tie up. The first was upgrading the battery capacity. I was using a 550 milliamp hour battery, and it's the same one I use in the phaser, but this is pretty power hungry. So I went ahead and upped it to 1100 milliamp hour. And that's not too much of a problem. It powers everything good, gives good sound, and I have plenty of space in here, so that's not an issue. The second bit of work has been wiring battery indicator. It's the same one that I have in my phaser. So inside is a tester circuit right here. And I milled out a hidden button in the back so that when I press it, if you look where my thumb is, should show up on the camera, it'll tell me if I have a full charge like I do now. Green for full charge. If my voltage drops to about 1.7 volts, then the LED will light up red telling me to charge it up. Everything that I have for charging in the phaser, I integrated in here. So that includes a small 2.5 mil power port. And I also placed a Qi wireless charging pad, input pad on the back panel. And I really love these. I mean, it just makes it easier so I don't have to open this thing up. I could place this right on my wireless charger. It takes 2 hours to charge from zero using the port or overnight using the pad, which is just fine by me. A friend asked me what was the hardest part with this build. And the first was lining up these little reed switches and magnets and the timing circuits too, so that when I open it, it gives the right click, click, click sound at the right point and shuts off at the right moment. And that was thanks to moving around these switches and placing these neodymium magnets, really powerful magnets and strategic spots, I guess is the way to put it. The second hardest part was painting and getting the right mix between two paint colors and a good clear coat. I was more diligent on painting this time, and I left more days in between the layers, and I think it paid off nicely. And it looks screen accurate. This will not scratch easily. Trust me, I've tried. I could choose whichever livery and design model I wanted, whether it was Mark 9, Mark 10, or Mark 11. I went with the Mark 10 with a graduated science display, which you'll see in a minute. I also added an alarm board and a silencing switch on the back here with buttons hidden on the back. So let's put this cover on and see it powered up. So that's it. I'm very happy that this is done. I'm very satisfied with how this turned out. I think I did pretty good with the paint job. I hid my sins and crimes pretty well with this. But let me know what you think I should tackle next. I have this Wrath of Khan style phaser. And I'm thinking of maybe fitting it with electronics. That might be the next thing. I don't really like the Type 1 or Type 2 older style TNG phasers, the Cricket, the real tiny Cricket, or the larger Dolphin or Dustbuster style. I prefer the Boomerang style and leans closer to the cosplay that I do. But I could do one of those. If I did anything, I might do the Cricket just because it's a little different and it's a smaller package. Or maybe I could do another tricorder. I could try that medical model, the TR580 that has the expanded top and the lighted scanner that pops out. Or I was thinking I could do the earlier 23rd century style pop-up tricorder, the original series style, but for the movies. So that could go with my Wrath of Khan cosplay. So I have a few options, or I might even go back to my ship and DS9 builds and maybe give some progress reports on that. So let me know what you think. And thanks for watching, and I'll see some of you in Vegas.